Welcome back to another video, another coffee. This one is from a roastery in Bristol called Wogan. I think it's in Bristol. It's pretty good actually. So yeah, if you're after some specialty coffee, check out Wogan. They don't sponsor me, but you know, I love the coffee. Yeah, that's pretty good, that is. Right, pull your sleeves up and get stuck in to this video. Let's go. I find myself in all kinds of situations as a filmmaker, from solo shooting to working with full crews, and the setup always changes depending on the project. But one thing that's been constantly in my kit lately is this little light here from Zhiyun, which is actually the new Mackay collaboration with Zhiyun, which is a lovely little light, and it comes in this nice bag here. Look at that, all branded up with Mackay, so you know it's the real deal. And not just that, you get this lovely photo of Mackay, so you can frame this and put it on the wall in homage to this great man. Look, he's even using it himself here and dialing it in. And on the back is all the information about why this light is so awesome. But jokes aside, I do want to talk about why it's become such a reliable go-to and why I think it's a great addition to any filmmaker's lighting setup. Grab a coffee and we'll jump into it. Firstly, this one is full RGB colour. The original X100 was a bicolour light only, so you could only shift between those warm and cool tones. And that was about it. The new version is full RGB, meaning you can dial in literally any colour you want, and it's got a wider CCT range, so you can go from 2500 all the way up to 10,000K. And this now means that you've got a green magenta shift, which allows you to dial in that light to match other fixtures and environments that you're working in. But apart from this shift from bicolour to RGB, what has turned this light from just a pocket powerhouse to a really versatile lighting system is the new array of accessories, which all fit in this super little case that comes with the light. Before the original X100, you only got that little reflector cone, which honestly made the light source really hard and limited you in how you could shape the light. The Fresnel head now gives you some real punch to the output, and you can focus the beam and control the light with the use of the magnetic bar doors for more versatility. In fact, Zhiyun claims that you can get around 12,000 lux, which is absolutely wild for something this size. Zhiyun have also made a mini softbox, which with its double diffusion gives a surprisingly soft, clean light source, and it fits directly onto the actual X100 without the use of the Bowens adapter, unlike the old one. In fact, I am using this light fixture right now to light my talking head for my YouTube videos. And then let's not forget, there is the new spotlight mount, because it's a little bit of a gem. It's really useful for pulling out to get some shape, patterns and cuts and textures on the wall. And while it might not be perfect, it does help giving you options in some awful looking locations when you're stuck. It comes with an array of little gobos that fit straight in, although I will say some of them are pretty interesting patterns, and I probably won't be using all of them. But all of this is still in a super compact, about 380 grams fixture that you can operate handheld or via the power adapter and literally mount it anywhere. But I will say I was only getting around 25 to 30 minutes on full charge at 100% brightness. So yeah, overall this new version feels like a smarter, more complete system. It's not just a tiny pocket light anymore, it's genuinely a versatile little fixture that you can build a system around. And that's why it's become such a regular in my lighting kit. So this is currently my YouTube setup without any lights on. So let's add them in individually so you can see how I'm getting this look. So I'm just going to add in the 5-ray light, which is the little Zhiyun light. Now that's just giving me a little bit of an edge light here, so you can kind of separate me from the background and this dark space here. And then we're going to add in the X100 light with the double diffused new softbox on it. So here we go. And this new app makes it super easy to dial in. To change the lights, all we have to do is click on the light. We can just adjust it up and down, and the light is pretty much seamlessly adjusting as we go. I can change all the color temperatures, whatever I need to here. Then you can have all your lights set up on here, and you can just turn them off individually. So the app is pretty good, the lights are good, Really easy for your YouTube setup. Drop in the comments if you are loving this light. Have you picked one up? How are you getting on with it? And let's dive into the next section. So I've put together a couple of scenes using the X100 lights, so you can see how I'm using them to motivate light and use them as a key light in my scenes, and hopefully this will help you guys with some ideas or how I'm using them myself. As always, drop in the comments below which is your favourite scene, or if you've got any questions about the lights, and I hope you enjoy them. So here they are. So for this scene, I wanted to motivate the light from the rear window and also the lamp on the back left. So I add in the X100 with the dome diffuser just to fill the room with the orange temperature light. And then I add in this front key, which is not something that I'd usually do, but I just wanted to pop the character out from the front of the scene so you could see that they were working away. Now the second scene, I have motivated the light again with the orange light on the back, with the X100 with the dome. I've moved it to behind me, and then obviously the key light is motivated from the front with the X100 with the mini softbox. And I think the light is pretty soft from this considering the size of the source. So for the next idea, I went on to frame set and I was looking for something that I could utilize the RGB just to show you what the RGB could do. So I opted for this bathroom scene and I CAD raged it so I could just set it out what kind of framing I wanted to get and what kind of style I wanted to get. Obviously I couldn't quite get the framing that they had because the bathroom I'm working in is super small, so I had to opt for this. So I wanted to motivate the light from like it was coming from a light above the mirror. I couldn't get one in and frame it in because the bathroom is so small. So we used a 5-ray for a little key light, and then I used the Mackay X100 just as a backlight, top light, mounted on the mirror with a suction cup aiming down with the barn doors, just to give a bit of shape to the scene. So I just made this little one really quick with a few little lights, and I just wanted to demonstrate the RGB effects that you have on this little light as well. There's tons on there and really fun to play, and I just created this little police scene with the light. Now I've used this fixture on quite a few professional shoots now, and while the construction is mostly plastic, it actually feels solid enough that if you look after it, I genuinely think it will stand the wear and tear of video production life. Most of the time I've used this light as a rear kick or background accent, especially in tighter locations where space is an issue. It's great for adding a bit of visual interest, throwing in a streak across a dull wall, or just adding some nice separation for your subject. But it doesn't come without its flaws, and some that have been bugging me have been these. Now there's no adapter that comes with this light, just to screw onto the light so you can swivel and angle it. You have to use the old Bowens mount adapter if you want to do that. So I've just been using a little swivel head with a 1/4-inch screw, and while that's easily overcome, it's just really annoying that they didn't add anything in the pack just to be able to angle the light, because let's face it, you want to be able to angle a light, right? And the other big thing for me is going to be the green magenta shift only does 10% increments, so that can be a little bit awkward for getting accurate colour adjustments on the fixture to match other fixtures environments. So that's just something to note as well. While these are only small issues and they can be overcome, it's just a shame they didn't go that little extra bit to finish the light off. But I do absolutely love what Zhiyun are doing with their lighting fixtures at the moment, and this Mackay collab X100 fixture is definitely a testament to that. These little lights really help to fill in the spaces between the high-end fixtures when you need high output but you don't have a lot of room to work. You can bounce light off the wall, diffuse it, make larger sources, it does really give a nice light source and does pack a punch. And with the new accessories, you can go from lighting a nice talking head to lighting a back wall with accents just super easily. And I'm going to say the real strength of this is definitely portability. You can throw 2 or 3 of these lights in a small bag and you've got yourself a really good little lighting kit that'll get you out of trouble on all sorts of shoots. Perfect for travel jobs, run and gun setups, or even quick client content where you need speed and flexibility more than big punchy fixtures. So if you are a creator, filmmaker who's on the move and maybe doesn't have the ability to load a car van all the time, then these are really worth checking out in my opinion, and they're a great addition to anybody's lighting kit. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and as always hit subscribe and I'll see you on another one soon. Bye for now.